All right, all right, all right. Number one says nothing will change as long as big money runs the show. So this is really the foundation of all of our contempt for what's really going on, right? So let's talk about this. So nothing will change as long as big money runs the show. We must enact a constitutional amendment that says corporations are not people and money is not speech. You alluded to this earlier.
And it's not going to be easy. And one of the jokes that Corey made to me when I talked about this before was that I say, oh, it's not going to be easy. We're going to try this thing. It's not going to be easy. And and Corey was
Yeah.
like, every time I talk about, oh, it's not going to be
Not
easy.
going to be easy. Yeah, that was the thing. I have one thing to just say too. So this is based on the Move to Amend movement, and so they have this on their website there. It's basically an example of what this constitutional amendment would be. And one of the things that I love about it is that it's very simple. It's very
Hmm.
short. It's very easy to understand. I think that a lot of laws are written overly complicated as a way to keep people out of the legal process and to keep them in the dark. My
Sure.
opinion is if you need a law degree to understand a law, then that there is a bad law and it's going to be used to manipulate against people. So when we're talking about anything like this, I just think it's really important that we are going to keep it, short, simple.
I honestly think that if you cannot read that bill or law with, I say, a 10th grade education at the very least, then number one, you need to get yourself to a 10th grade reading level. Number one, that takes systemic change. But number two, if can't read that at a 10th grade reading level, then I say then you need to rewrite it so that people can understand. Because there's a lot of us. I, from what I read, there was a statistic that like a huge chunk of the country can't read past the sixth grade reading level. That's also, I think, part of the issue that the system perpetuates. But yeah, that was a really good point. That if people can't understand the law that they're reading without that level of education, then no, it shouldn't be written that way, and it needs to be put in a way language that people understand so that they know what's going on. But this actually goes into government secrets and governments hiding things from the people and doing things in their name that they shouldn't be doing. And then we can get to Julian Assange and Mimad Abu Jamal, and Edward Snowden and all these different things that have happened. But yeah, I just want to say all that I agree with you.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, demand radical transparency is a point on this, and that's definitely a big part of that. Something that we do not have right now.
You want to show the amendment? If you want to show my screen? This is the move to amend.
Hmm.
We're the people. And I just wanted to show it quickly to show how simple it is.
Hmm.
You know, Section 1, corporations do not have people rights protected, are the rights of natural persons only, artificial entities, privileges shall be determined by the people. Section 1, done. Section 2, money is not free speech, and government shall be able to regulate federal, state, expenditures must be publicly disclosed. Judiciary shall not construe the spending to apply to free speech. Section 2, done. Section 3, nothing shall be construed to abridge freedom of press. Amendment, done.
Wow.
It's beautifully simple.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things you would think that you could put out there, you could fit it on a sign and say, get this done. Now, it's not an easy process. The, amending the U.S. Constitution is, it's been done and it's doable, but, as we say, it's not easy, and it's going to have to be something we demand and make happen.
Yeah. That is amazingly simple, but at the same time, it's straight to the point. No sugarcoating. So yeah, that's really great. I like this. Ban revolving door politics. Investigate, prosecute companies that use jobs as bribes. Disallow former high-ranking employees serving as representatives or lobbyists. Now, this reminds me of, funny enough, when Matt Gaetz actually came out and talked about something similar to this, about banning politicians from becoming lobbyists, as well as banning them from having any money or using any money or investing in stock markets and things like that. So it came from Matt Gates of all people, but unfortunately, he was correct.
It's all part of the game. Matt Gates isn't our friend, but
Of course.
they're all in the same corrupt uniparty, and part of the game is you have little outliers who say things. They don't really mean it, but
Yeah.
they say it and they stir things up, and they go on with business as usual. If you have a strong demand that just says, fix this at the constitutional level, then when they're not doing that, they're not serious.
Of course. I mean, Matt Gates saying all the things that he said is the equivalent of saying "I love you" just to get in my pants. Like, you know.
Yeah,
So
don't go with him. Yeah.
no, no.
But yeah, that political class it's incestuous. I know Sabby Sabs on our podcast the other day touched into it. If you connect the dots to see what the military industrial complex executives are connected to, they're
Oh
usually
yeah,
former White House staffers, and it's this
yeah.
patronage politics. It's you fall in line and you will get rewarded, and that's one thing I think about is a lot of really intelligent people go into
Hmm.
finance
Yeah.
because that's where the incentive is,
Oh
and
yeah.
they continue to do this. So instead of these intelligent, educated people going into efforts that might benefit society, they are called to finance, they're called to politics, and it's all part of this game. So even that kind of power is being sapped away from a potential movement.
Yeah. Which is one of the reasons why I'm grateful for people like Dr. Richard Wolff for educating us as far as economics is concerned, which is wonderful.
Agreed.